Next up, we have Bill Beamont from Venturex Resources. Should need no introduction to this group. Bill's a mining engineer with more than 25 years of operational and senior management experience in the resources sector. He's earned a reputation as a highly talented mining entrepreneur and senior executive. And most recently, Bill was a founder that led to the growth of Northern Star from a 1-cent shell to an ASX 50 company with a market cap of over $15 billion. At the time of his resignation as exec chair, the company was the 7th largest global gold producer. So Northern Star had a long track record of generating one of the highest returns on equity of any ASX-listed company, including the industrial sector. And this really reflects Bill's strong view that mining companies should focus on being a business first and creating a culture that fosters, develops and rewards high-performing talent. Welcome, Bill.
Thanks, Jane, for that kind introduction earlier on. You've just witnessed the official unveiling of our company's new name, Develop. We like to think it means much more than just a name. It reflects the role that we see ourselves playing in the decarbonisation of the world. Which leads me on to our company core purpose. Develop will utilise the power of people to produce clean metals and help decarbonise the world. And we believe there is 4 essential ingredients for a company to possess to be able to assist this change. You need entrepreneurial leadership, you need world-class underground DNA, you need quality projects, and you need to be able to fund those projects and also the growth of the company. I want to take you through these 4 keys. So we've assembled one of the most competent and respected resource boards on the ASX at the moment, with a huge track record of value creation. They have entrepreneurial leadership in spades. Shirley Interville, as a non-exec director, helped me over the last 5 years build one of the world's best gold mining businesses and deliver one of the best returns on the stock exchange of any company, regardless of sector. Mick McMullen is an Australian geologist who spent the last decade working offshore, running some of the largest commodity businesses in North America. He had time at Stillwater as CEO, turned that whole company and operation and asset around, and that was a PGM vertically integrated business, upstream, downstream. Mick really changed that asset and the perception of that asset and got taken out by Sibanye in 2017 for quite a large cash premium. More recently, he was CEO of Detour Gold, which did operate Canada's largest gold mine. That was seen as a very underperforming asset. In short order, Mick turned that asset and that company around and got taken out last year at a substantial market premium to Kirkland Lake Gold. And Michael Blackerson is a corporate lawyer by background, and there's many people in this room that would know Blacko, but I call Blacko the Shannon Hearn of the team. And he's reliable, trustworthy and solid. And like any sort of offensive team, you need to start from great defence, and that we have with Blacko and Spades. Our flagship asset in Develop is our world-class underground DNA that is built purely on people. We know the mines of the future are going to be underground. We have to lower our carbon intensity footprint. We have to lower our emissions per tonne of ore mined. And we have to physically reduce our footprint of what we've got on surface. And what better way of achieving this through underground mining? So one thing Develop's going to do additional to its business is we're going to offer industry a turnkey solution on world-class underground capability that can help others deliver on their promises. This new arm to Develop's business will look at building underground capability in the following key areas: high-speed jumbo development, underground ground support, shotcreting and cable bolting, underground infrastructure, electrical, ventilation and pumping installations, geological and geotechnical drilling, provision of specialist labour and equipment hire, and technical consulting in areas such as mining, engineering, ventilation and geotechnical. Building this underground capability creates three key opportunities for Develop. Firstly, it maximises the performance of our own assets. Secondly, it provides scope to partner or joint venture with others. We are open for business as of today. And thirdly, we will help others deliver on their decarbonisation promises, and this will also diversify Develop's revenue. We believe we have a quality project for the energy revolution, being Sulphur Springs. It has the key elements needed for the world's decarbonisation, being copper, zinc and silver. It's located in the world-class Pilbara district of Western Australia. We have over 17 million tonnes in resources already at 1.3% copper, 4.2% zinc and over half an ounce of silver. Our main ministerial approval was achieved last year. And we have a modern day mining agreement in place with our First Nations group, the Namal people, which is super important with this landscape moving forward. The DFS that was completed on the project a couple of years ago, looking forward now, the copper price is 50% higher than then. The zinc price is 15% higher than 2.5 years ago. So this is going to lead into a much higher MPV when we recalculate that next year. And we've already got a 10-year mine life and we see that growing quite substantially. And we have significant exploration upside in what we believe is a world-class geological belt. So last week we gave an update on the project. We've committed $10 million on a drilling program that is now underway to de-risk and grow this project. It's aimed at upgrading the inferred resource to indicated, with a new resource estimate due by the middle of next year. And this will enable Develop to advance and secure much more favourable funding terms than what's been presented to the company in the past. We've also committed a significant portion to test for extensions of the main deposit, which is open in all directions, both along strike and at depth. It's only been drilled down to 400 vertical metres, which is not far. This will be the first exploration done on this deposit in 25 years. Our final project approvals, we're expected to obtain them in the second half of next year. And the ultimate aim on this project is to put it into a bankable format by the end of next year. Develop's team has extensive experience in the equity and debt markets, as well as in mergers and acquisitions. Just Mick and myself alone, we've raised over $2 billion of equity in the capital markets in the past decade. We've also arranged over $1.75 billion in finance from the banking sector. We've done 14 transactions greater than $50 million across 4 continents, which is all this work has culminated into a shareholder value creation of in excess of $15 billion for our shareholders over the last decade, which I think would be quite unrivalled anywhere else in the resource sector globally. The success of these companies on this slide here, which we all know well, really highlight the enormous opportunity that Develop has coming over the years. Their average total shareholder return for the past 5 years has been a whopping 287%. They're playing in the same thematic that I'm in. And these 4 companies are here because they share the same essential ingredients as Develop: entrepreneurial leadership, world-class DNA, quality projects, and the funding capability.
59 minutes.
Thank you.
Did you want to do some questions? Any questions?
If you've got time.
Thank you for that. That was a great presentation. We do actually have one question that's come through on the live stream, if you don't mind. So what is the big long-term goal that you're looking forward to achieving, and why is that number one?
Oh, look, hopefully that's working. Look, we're creating a very special company that is going to help decarbonise the world. So if we can play a part in mining the right ingredients that are required to transition the world, and also provide the ability for others to use our world-class underground DNA that we're putting together pretty quickly to help them on their promises to decarbonise, then that would be a fantastic result for everyone.
Fantastic. Join me in thanking Bill again. Thank you.